happy Wednesday. Please let me know how the audio is, if everybody is coming through clear, particularly myself. Am I loud enough? I find that when I look at the VODs of these things, I am so much quieter than everybody else, which is so weird, because that's not how OBS works. So let me know. We are going to skip intros this week, other than just a quick housekeeping note. No Mari today. We love you. We miss you. We'll see you next week. We do plan on continuing to play, you know, on our normal schedule. Just the last few weeks have been weird for everybody. It's life. Life happens. So we'll do a quick recap, because it's been a few weeks. When last our adventurers met, they ventured away from the hidden elven village of Aurelia after Nikita was able to meet with her biological father, brother, and some other family members as well. And essentially got to know one another a little bit. You all got to tour the town a little bit and learn some new things about different druidic cultures from yours, and how much the Veil of Night stands apart from other druidic cultures. And essentially through all of the talking and getting to know one another and all of that, Conathor was chosen by Dima, the Elder Archdruid Dima, or Nikita's father, chose Conathor, her younger brother, as your guide to take you to the northern region of the Amaria Wilds, where you have been told to suspect is where the Arboreal Throne is, which is where Morgan the Great is supposed to be. Yeah, all of those characters are supposed to be up that way. You learned about festering activity. You learned about a lot of things being frozen. And so you eventually did leave Aurelia with Conathor leading the way. And the party, of course, requested to go to the ferry shop before continuing on their journey. The side quest that they were hoping to go on with Wolf decided they wanted to move forward with going to one of these shops in honor of their friend. And so Conathor did leave the Mistlost party there to a very whimsical, pumpkin-shaped shop. And inside was a very pink, very Barbie-esque moth fae individual by the name of Priscilla, who immediately offered an item for Aurora in the form of very fancy shoes that can make you jump high and make you fall slow. The details of that will be further revealed later on. And that was where we last left off. So you are in the little pumpkin pumpkin-shaped building known as the Fairy Shop. That's SHOPPE because it's fancy. And that is where you all are. Oh, and the cost for these fancy shoes was, well, the asking price was a vial of blood. Just gonna look in the camera real quick. To which Aurora said no. Darn it. And instead offered a trinket from her father, a dagger that she received. It is a sentimental item, received in the beginning of the campaign. So that is essentially where we are at. And now I will give you Fairy Shop music. So, I know, it's very vibey. So Priscilla hands Aurora these shoes, takes the dagger. Your exchange is now complete. She turns to the rest of the party, particularly, once again, making eyes in the direction of Kazuhiko, because she, and I quote, "I love shifter men," looks at the party and says, "Oh, Okay, what else do the rest of you want? I'm sure I have at least one thing that will strike each of your fancies.
Would you happen to have, something that would go well with, my friend here? And he, holds up Dirk. The further I travel, the more I find that I struggle against creatures that are spelled against regular steel.
Hmm. Well, she kind of like looks at Dirk. And she looks a little confused. I've never seen anything like that before. It's interesting. Very interesting blade. You know, I do have all manner of magic swords. If you are interested in just any old one, there's a barrel over there in the corner, and she points. And you see that there is indeed a barrel, like a large whiskey barrel sized. And there are many blades sticking out of it. Not pointy side up, hilt up. But there are many blades over in the corner. And she says, there's all manner there. Some are rare, some are not. I treat them all the same. I don't really care for blades very much. So you could look over there. But for that, you know, and she kind of like leans a little close to you, but she's not looking at you. She's looking at the pommel, the eye shape, and she goes, that ruby. I have something like that. Which is always...
do?
Yeah, it's just collecting dust, really. But it's big. Very valuable. Nobody seems to want it. Don't know why. Maybe because it just looks like a ruby? She shrugs.
I'd love to take a look at that.
Okay. And she just kind of disappears behind the counter, behind a little back room that has like one of those, like the bead curtains. Where you can totally see that there's just a mess of boxes and crates and curios and all kinds of things like just stuffed in this little room. You think you hear something break while you're waiting, and you hear a string of curses in a language none of you understand. And she eventually returns. She's got like a little scratch on her cheek. Here it is, and she just like sets it on the counter. She looks like she had to fight for it a little bit. Yeah, so there's that. And she gestures to this big ruby. My question to you is, are you still holding Dirk up when she puts this on the counter?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's like, look, is this a friend?
The eye moves and looks at the ruby and lights up the room red. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You get a feeling of urgency. Urgency.
Okay.
Urgency, urgency.
Sin is like, Dirk really likes this. Okay, and he like pulls out like the treasures that he had gotten while searching the ground, and he sort of shows off like the quartz that he has like polished to a shine, and like the tile with the floral design. And he's just like, all right, I've got 3 pieces of this like beautiful quartz that might be less dusty than the ruby, and then this tile that seems to have come from something. Again, it's gorgeous, and he's like offering that as a trade.
So you're offering the quartz?
I'm offering 1 piece of quartz and a small polished tile with a floral design.
For a big ruby. Like, I'm talking like big.
I'm seeing what she'll take.
Okay. Roll me persuasion. But the DC is high because you only put two very small items onto the counter.
That's fair. But again, we got a plus 12 to persuasion. So let's see what we get. That rolled off the table. Okay. That is a 15 plus 12. That is a 27.
So here's how this is gonna go. She will look at these items, and she doesn't immediately scoff at you, but she says, I don't know, that's a pretty big gemstone for, a tile and some quartz. I'll take these, but I need a little more.
That's fair. And I think he takes out he straight up takes out the other 2 pieces of quartz that, like, he's polished, and the petrified wood, and he's like, how is this? More?
Needs to be... She, like, sniffs at the stuff that you put on the counter. She just goes, this doesn't smell like it means anything to you.
Oh, the thing that almost killed me. And then he starts digging around in his bag, and he pulls out part of the like one of the big shards of dragon bone.
Oh, okay. So you offer the that's the death dragon one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You offer up this undead dragon bone, and her very alien, very moth-like looking eyes, although they don't quite look like moth eyes. She has eyes actually that are more like the star, like very big and alien looking, like 90s alien.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell I like Lisa Frank as a kid? Her eyes like light up, and she goes, oh, okay. And she scoops up all the little trinkets and the bone. And she goes, I'll take these. Yeah, that's fine.
That's
just slide the ruby over to you.
And he
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, like he's we still have, I think, 2 more shards of like death dragon bone, but knowing that she likes it, that'll be good for if anyone can't trade up for other stuff they want. But he very happily like picks up the ruby, and I guess almost, I think he's like, should I tap it against you, Dirk? Like, should I?
So give me a perception check.
Okay, I will do that.
I'll even take investigation if you prefer that.
No, perception's fine. I'm not that smart.
Okay.
So that is another 27, because that's a 17 plus 10.
That's perfect. So I know I said it was a big ruby. It's still a big ruby, but it's not like a baseball. It's not huge. You look at this diamond. I keep saying wanting to say diamond. You look at this ruby. You look at Dirk. It looks like this ruby fits into the center of Dirk's eye.
Oh.
It looks like it would just slot right in there. Just boop.
Sin just like, do it, and like tries to like just slot it in place.
Yeah, you do that. You hear a little click. And you see on the crossguard, because the hilt is pretty wrapped up. Like, it was wrapped up when you got it already. The scabbard for it also was with it when you found it. The scabbard and the metal of the crossguard light up with red runes. And then fade. And you don't feel Dirk right now. You don't feel any emotions from him.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, shit. I'm gonna go look at the sword barrel and not freak out.
I was gonna say, if you look up to where, I keep forgetting her name, Priscilla, where Priscilla is standing, you can see she has pocketed the little trinkets and is holding up the death dragon bone and is going, biting it to make sure that it's like legit.
That's great.
And if you look up, she'll be like, puts it away. Like, very quickly. Like, she didn't want to be perceived doing that. Like, she forgot you were there.
Uh-huh.
All of you.
I watched intently.
I'm sure you did. Anybody can see that if they wanted to. But she looks at you and she goes, so that lit up, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of red runes. But they faded pretty fast.
Maybe he's digesting. And she, like, turns away and, like, walks behind the counter again.
Yeah, Sin's gonna go towards the sword barrel and try not to freak out while
some of these have tags on them so that you know what's what. They're not the ones that aren't marked seem to be mundane.
Mhm.
But the ones with little tags on them have a little description of what they do. And I will tell you. I need short sword. Okay. The items that you find include a dancing short sword, and the description underneath it only says, "Wouldn't you love to have a pointy dance partner?" ? That's it. It's in very, like, whimsical looking script, but it's in common.
Mhm.
He already does.
You also find something that just says, "This one's lucky," smiley face.
I think luck is what Sin likes to have. So I think he definitely will pick that one up and seem very excited about the choice, but still sort of like I think he's definitely gonna do like some practice swings somewhere where he's not gonna like do damage while he sees if anyone else is gonna pick stuff up.
There is one last one that's got a tag on it.
Ooh, okay.
This one just says +2 ... What does that mean? ?
That's so funny. Okay.
Those are the swords that you have options on. So if you want to think about that, we'll pan over to okay. We'll pan over to Revelation now. Revelation, have you approached Priscilla yet to see if there is anything that you are interested in finding?
Yeah, I think that certainly everything that happens with Dirk would have drawn Rev's attention enough, and so while Sin seems okay with that, Rev will sort of approach and look around a little.
She kind of leans because she's so excited to have a group of travelers here. You can tell that she is just like, fuck yeah, I'm making so much money right now. Even though it's not money. She's just like, you look like you have a lot of shinies already. What do you need?
I don't know that I need anything. I'm just looking for now.
All right. Well, she kind of points to the flail on your belt. She was like, I have another one that's kind of like that.
I'd certainly take a look. Rev is trying not to act too enthusiastic because she wants to drive the price down.
if you want to browse a little bit before you come look, I don't mind waiting. Your little bunny friend seems to have an agenda.
Dayu?
I do. Also, at some point, I have draped Kazu's arms around me because I too like shifter men. And also, there's something funny about having a giant man as a backpack. So Dayu like pulled out her like one of like her sketchbook, like she had this planned out at some point, and she'll ask, well, if you got anything like for necromancers, I would like to look at that. But we also brought some other stuff to maybe ask you about.
You want to ask me things? You want information?
Maybe. You do seem like an expert.
I'm an expert in stuff. And the history of stuff, sometimes. Depends on the day.
Do you know anything about treants?
She leans a little closer. I might.
I turn to the party. And I give you like a nod. I was like, oh my god, she knows shit. And then I turn back. And go, well, we fought a very deeply unwell treant, and we do have some stuff harvested from it. So we were wondering if it, what's the value, and if we could maybe make things out of it, or if it would be better to just trade it in for cool stuff.
Well, it can be made into cool stuff. It's very magical, you see. But only the eldest of druids, those who have lived for centuries, really, those are the ones that would know what to do with it. I'm not a crafter, but I am familiar with the material.
Okay.
Maybe Lady Morgan could tell you.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Actually,
She's on the way.
That's not a bad idea. She's old enough. She would know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said necromancy?
Yes.
She puts her little hands on her hips, which looks really funny because her dress looks like a pumpkin. Well. I have one thing. It's a little unconventional. Are you interested?
Yeah.
She looks from Kazu to you, to Kazu, back to you. He could help you, but you need something from me in order to do it. Just a moment.
Well, that's ominous.
Just a moment. And she'll like turn. And instead of going into the back room, behind her, there's like this big cabinet with doors on it that you can't see through. They're not glass. It's not a hutch or anything. She opens it up, and you see all manner of very dark, very occult, very scary looking things. You're pretty sure you see something move in there, but you're not quite sure. And she pulls from this a little box. Closes up the cabinet again very quickly, and you hear like skittering inside of the box. And she's like, ugh, she like locks it. Turns back around. I hate opening that thing. You know what? You don't need to know that. And she just sets the box down.
I kind of want to know. When they were
And
skittering, Dai was like alert, like, oh, what's that?
Mm-hmm. She opens up. She's very dramatic about doing this. This box is just a plain wooden box. There's no runes. There's no spooky writing. There's no wax sealed note attached to it. It's just a box. She's very dramatic and she opens it up. And inside, the inside is, at first you think it's just a candle. And you're like, what the fuck is this? You lean closer and you see that it is indeed a like pillar candle with very carving so tiny and so intricate that you almost couldn't tell at first. Just this intricate equation of magic. And you recognize some symbols. That's some necromancy shit. And also in the box, so it's like the velvet inside. So there's like an indent for the candle, and there's two little indents next to it, and there's 2 coins. Silver, polished, high shine coins. Just like what you would use for a death ritual. She doesn't let you touch it, she just shows it to you. She's still holding the box out of reach. And she goes, this can give you a mark. A mark that will allow you to wrench open the gates of Sombreluz from time to time. It's a permanent mark, of course, so you would have to deal with that. But she, like, wiggles her fingers over the box as if it's very mysterious and very cool. And only one touched by Nissos can do the ritual. And she points to Kazuhiko. He smells like Sombreluz. He's been touched. He can help you. Now, you said something about treants. Because
Yeah.
if you have a heart, I would take a heart.
One
Very
second.
mysterious,
I'm gonna go.
Very powerful. She wiggles her hands very dramatically over the box.
I go 1 second, and then I kind of scuttle over to the group. I'm still wearing Kazu like a backpack, so he is scuttling too, I hope. And or else this is gonna be weird because then he's stretched. And I don't know.
He will stand up so you're not holding him anymore, but he does go with you. It's like, what are you doing? Can I please just walk?
I want to know. I want to talk to. Sorry,
Alright.
this is comfortable. But I wanted to ask everybody else. I don't want to just trade something that's ours without asking. And even then, I have other shit. And now we're with the party, and I go, do we want to save the heart? Because if we could do cool shit with it, if we ask maybe an old person druid.
Save it for what?
I don't know yet.
I think if we're on our way to someplace pretty dangerous already, and we have the heartwood, it might be good to just use it now.
There's no guarantee that we'll have time after we visit Morgan to do anything with it.
That's true. Are you guys okay with it though? Like using it for this?
Opening up a portal to Sombreluz might be useful in the coming days, especially if any of us tend to take a fatal slip.
And this just hates it when I do it on my own, so maybe this might be easier.
I mean, you guys got the heart out. I don't really have any worries about it either way.
Sin does just like slide his arm like deep into the magic bag thing that I forget it's called right now, and take out like the chunk of heartwood.
Your bag of holding.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
I know that
Thinking of
guy.
the path. I kept thinking of the Pathfinder name, and I was like, it's the wrong game.
Yes.
They have
It's the
different
wrong
names?
game with the same item. Yeah,
Oh wow. That's
but they
wild.
function basically the same way.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll take the heart, scuttle back, and give it to Priscilla.
Yes, Priscilla.
Okay. I keep saying
Priscilla the
persimmon in my
pumpkin
head.
fae.
I know, but I keep picturing. I like all of the pumpkin imagery. I'm not picturing a pumpkin. Unfortunately, I am picturing persimmons the whole time.
Aw.
It's my own fault.
Yeah, it's
It's just I
okay.
have so much at home.
I do love a persimmon every now and again. So you walk back
Mm-hmm.
up to Priscilla with the heartwood.
Are we giving both? I only remember the heart being asked for.
The heart, yeah.
Heart. Okay.
Yes. Specifically the heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Which still would, kind of. So
Is it gooey?
No, it's more like petrified. It's not quite petrified wood, but it's like parts of it seem like wood, parts of it seem like stone. And it's got like crystally bits a little bit, if I remember that's how I described it before. But yeah, that's essentially, it's very crystalline, but still has like elements that seem like wood or plant.
Damn, that's cool shit.
Yeah, it's like a very raspberry-y color as well. You set this on the counter. And she goes, all right. And she will push the box over to you as she takes the treant heart away.
Box.
So, he needs to help you. She points to Kazuhiko. I get it. He's yours. You don't need to hang all over him. I don't need him.
No, this is just comfy.
Right. She says, he needs to perform the ritual. The instructions are on the inside of the lid. Shuts the box, gives it to you. Don't
I
be
take the
scared by
box.
the thing that comes out. It's not gonna hurt you as long as you do it right.
Or it takes a
follow
lot to
instructions.
scare me.
It's like a recipe.
Mhm.
Ink rates can be so cranky if they think you're alive.
It shouldn't be too difficult then.
You look strong enough that you could kill it if it went rogue. But if you follow the recipe, you'll be fine. Anyway, does anybody else want anything?
I'll take a look at that flail.
Oh, okay. And she will walk out from behind the counter over to you. Follow me. And she will lead you through the stacks. And as I mentioned before, it's very TARDIS-esque in that this place is a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside because weird fairy shit. It's a shop of holding, you know? She leads you through the stacks, and then there is a display case in a roughly central area. And inside of it is a flail and a plaque next to the flail. There's like a little light on it. You're not sure where the light's coming from because, but there's like a little spotlight on it, like at the store, IRL. And the plaque says, Holy Avenger, in like all
Oh, God.
caps. All caps. very serious script, Holy Avenger, and it's a flail.
Does one need to be holy to use this?
Well, you look very paladin-y to me. And she will pull from her pocket a little note card. You gain a +3 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls. What is that? I don't remember what that means. Made with this magic weapon, when you hit a fiend or undead with it, oh, those are nasty things, that creature takes an extra 2d10 radiant damage. That sounds like a good thing to me.
That does sound like quite a good thing.
It says it's legendary. I don't know what that means either. I suppose it's very special.
Do you organize the plaques and the displays and everything, or do you have someone else who does that?
Sometimes. I don't do weapons.
I see.
I handle the fun things, like those shoes your friend got, that's me. I'm the fashionable
suit her
sister.
well. Is the unfashionable sister here as well, or just you today?
Oh, no, it's my day in the rotation.
Good to know. Yes, I would be interested in this. I have, and she will pull out the little winged sodalite necklace from Sin, and then also the obsidian pendant that her mom gave her to spy, that she sold to Furos, theoretically, and hopefully is now useless, ?
She looks at these things and she goes, oh yeah, very nice. I also want that. And she points to your focus. It says it's legendary. I expect that means it's expensive.
That's true enough.
Two things that mean something to you. That and this. She points to the obsidian. She points to the thing around your neck.
Would you take something else that means something to me?
Do you have something compelling that you're hiding somewhere on your formidable person?
Rev will pull out the journal of secrets that she has kept to remind herself of things that she has forgotten for Furos.
Oh. That's good. That's super good. She sees that journal, and you can see she's trying not to do it loudly, but you can tell she's inhaling a little more deeply than she would otherwise. Like she's breathing in a pleasant smell. Oh, that is much better. Yeah, I'll take that too.
All right, it's a deal. And I think there's a little hesitation because Rev wants to believe that she doesn't need this anymore. But, you know, there's a part of her that thinks that she will need this again. So there's a little hesitation, but she will hand it over.
Okay. Pendants and secret journal. Alrighty. She accepts the transaction, and she will open up the case for you and give you the Holy Avenger flail. It's wicked looking, but also kind of coded to you.
Yeah, I think that Rev takes it and for a moment just pulls on that magic that she pulled from her creator, and it glows the same way that her wings glow. And then she lets it pass and walks out of the shop.
Go outside to have a cigarette.
Yeah, he's gonna
Um,
go, and if Sin is still like playing around, we'll maybe like do that a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. So you head out. You've got your new flail. We're going to pan over to Aurora before we get back to Sin. Aurora, you wanted to do a little more shopping, right?
Yes. I think she's kind of looking around for other fashionable type items in the shop, but once she becomes available, the shopkeep, she would kind of say to her, "Hey, I have a question for you. I'm more of a magic girly, so I'm a little bit worried about being low on magical abilities and being hit by things. So if you have anything that can help with like either one of those, I would be really into it. And also, it should match the shoes."
Okay. Well, I can definitely help you with the fashion bit. Now, when you say getting hit by things, do you mean like physical things, magical things? You look like you smell like a dragon, but more importantly, a magic user of some kind. Are you a dragon? Are you?
Not entirely.
Okay.
I do.
That's new.
I am worried about like physical things, like magical things, but I guess I'm more worried about being without magic.
Well, I do have some gloves that let you catch physical things, but if you're a magic sort, I have a little something for you that could give you a little more. And
All right, let's see it.
best defense is good offense, my dear. So, she will, from behind the main counter, pull a jewelry display, and you see a variety of rings, and she plucks one. She goes, "Now, I can make this whatever shape, whatever color you want. It doesn't matter. A glamour's a glamour. It'll look whatever it looks like, if that's what you want.
Ooh,
But this," and
yes.
she sets it on like this little like velvet kind of thing, so that's not on top of like the hard wood. This will store your spouse.
Store them for how long?
She thinks as I read the item description. I don't see the answer, Charmy, on the... Let me open up the listing.
Open your DMs.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's forever. Yeah. Okay, then I am right. Okay, cool. Priscilla goes, "Oh, as long as you need. It just can only be certain types of spells, you know. Level 1 through 5. You know, when you're in mage college. Up to the 5th level of lessons."
Gonna say that means nothing to me, and that would
Oh.
explain it. I did not go to mage college, but I definitely would love to hold on to more magics. Let me figure out what would be a good exchange for this. Hang on, let me confer. And she's
Okay.
gonna go to find Sin, who has the bag holding, right?
I'll still take that vial of blood if you want. Maybe your
I think I'm
name.
gonna keep it for now.
You're no fun.
I'm a lot of fun. Sin, question for you. So I want to buy this like really cool ring that can look like anything, but could help me with having access to more magic. And I feel like I want to trade for it, but I don't know what would be valuable enough. And so she starts pointing to various pieces of jewelry that she wears, which is like she has like a cuff on her arm. She has maybe 3 bracelets on one wrist, 2 on the other. She has a couple of rings, and she's like, "Do you think any of these are nice enough, or should I check out what we have collected?"
Did your grandma or Dante give you any of those?
Oh, I'm not giving any of those.
Okay.
I mean,
Because that's what
Nanny
she's
would
gonna
be sad.
ask for. Yeah, that's what she's gonna ask for. Is what the vibe that I'm getting. That's the type of stuff
And
that she wants.
she keeps asking about my blood, and considering that
can do
it's kind of
stuff
one
for
of
your
a
blood.
kind, I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's the rough part. Is like what I'm getting is that she wants stuff that means stuff to us. That's why I traded her the dragon death bone, because, well, it killed me, and it is valuable magic. I mean, if she'll accept more pieces, I have 2 bone shards left.
Maybe if I combine it with, well, this bracelet I probably had the longest. It was a gift for my birthday when I was little from my other grandma.
See if she'll accept that bracelet first, or even just the dragon bone first. You know, before
Okay.
you offer both up.
Dragon bone first, I think.
Okay.
I kind of like this bracelet.
Yeah, I mean, see if she'll take more. And he sort of like pulls like the other another one of the like the long sharded teeth that Kazu helped him break off, and he offers it to Charmy.
Aurora, who pulls out a handkerchief and grabs the shard to carry it back.
It's
over
like
to
thick. It's like you can't. You have to like you have to drape the handkerchief
No,
over
2
it and then like grab
handkerchiefs
it.
then.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Hmm.
So you return with the dragon tooth and your bracelet.
The dragon tooth to start, and the bracelet will be in case it's needed. What do you think of this?
Give me just a second, guys.
Oh, sure. Is there a man there?
There is a man there, but he also had to open the door, and it's so loud out there. There is a man there. It's so funny. I literally just texted him, "When are you getting home from work?" It's now.
It's like Kool-Aid Man in.
Yo, he did. Because he's gonna go walk the dog. She looks at the dragon tooth and she goes, "This is a really good ring, you know." She kind of taps on the counter. Broken tooth is okay, I suppose.
It is really beautiful.
I want a little more. I want something heftier.
Heftier. I'm gonna take it to mean you don't mean heavier.
No, I want something special. I want something that you're attached to. You're very attached to your blood, are you not? You're very attached to your name.
I think you'll find most humanoids are pretty attached to each of those things. But okay, that's what my friend said you might say, and so I thought about it, and I do have a sentimental item. You've already experienced one, so maybe you would like this one too. This, and she pulls off one of the bangles from her wrist that's like it's basically just like a cuff, but it's very has a very big opening for her wrist to go out of it. And she says, "This is from a family member gifted to me as a child, so it's got to be like at least 15 years it's been around my wrist."
She'll examine it. Doesn't smell sentimental, but it has experience.
It's sentimental in a way that all my jewelry is, because it's pretty.
I'm sure I can extract something useful from it. Fair enough. And she will take the tooth and the bangle. Here you are. She'll hand you the ring.
Thank you. Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you make it a teardrop cut sapphire with a gold band?
I suppose I can make it look like that. It won't really be like that, you know.
Yes, that's fine.
All right. And she will wave her hand over it, and you see, as she does, like you're wiping away an image, it wipes away the original appearance of the ring, and you now see what you described. It still has those little runes etched into the band, as the spiral shape that's in the stat block that you sent me. But yeah, as a teardrop sapphire.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. It looks so good.
Okay.
And then Aurora's just gonna walk around the store looking at her ring on her hand until people are ready to leave.
Dragon tooth. And bangle from childhood. Alrighty. We're gonna pan back to... Actually, let's, since we're probably doing a slightly shorter session this week, let's take our break. We're going to take a quick 10-ish minute break, and we'll be right back with more fairy shenanigans and a little something I have cooked up for everybody next. Be right back, everybody! Probably longer than 10 minutes. I don't have a timer anymore. I have to fix that, no BS. I keep forgetting. Every time I sit down, I forget. So we've been doing quite a lot of shopping. Daiyu got a mysterious box with a candle and some coins in it. That is supposed to give her some cool magic stuff. Sinark found a large ruby that slots into the eye of the Dirk of Misconception, and is looking for another sword. We'll get to that in just a second. Revelation purchased a flail known as the Holy Avenger. And Aurora got some magical shoes and also a ring of spell storing. So we are going to, in the midst of our little fairy-themed shopping spree, pan back now over to Sin.
I think Sin has been sort of trying to choose between whatever the fuck +2 could mean and lucky, and he's like, I gotta go with the luck. And seeing that everyone's sort of satisfied with their purchases, seeing that Rev has sort of left the shop, he's like, okay, I gotta hurry up, I gotta make this purchase. And he brings over the luck blade, and he is like, I would like to get this one, please.
Okay. Let me find just a second. Oh. I don't know why. I gotta find you a different, I have to find you a different stat block, because the one I'm looking at has extra stuff in it that isn't what I thought it was. But you bring this up, and Priscilla goes, oh, yes! This is the... Okay. And she sees the little tag, and she goes, oh, this is a good one, this is a good one. And she will take it from you, and she moves it so that you can see over the blade is this greenish shimmer that's very subtle in the light. And you see that same shimmer kind of go over the crossguard, or the hilt, the pommel. She says, I'm not sure where this came from, but I've been told that it is quite the lifesaver. It's very lucky.
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking on what you like. And he This isn't a facade. He looks kind of reluctant for a moment, and then he nods. And he starts to he opens his jacket and he starts to take off each and every one of his handmade holy symbols.
Oh. She goes, all of this?
I honestly don't know what's worth what, unfortunately, in your eyes.
That's a good guess. You've been through a lot. And so have they. She points to the necklaces that you put onto the counter.
Yeah,
This is sufficient.
Okay. And he like straightens his back and he takes the sword.
Yeah, she takes the necklaces and gives you the sword.
Thank you.
Thank you. And she waves the necklaces in your direction. These are very good.
I handcrafted.
I can tell.
And
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
sorry. No, go ahead.
You have, there are, essentially, this is a, I don't think you have a weapon with any kind of bonus to it, do you? So this is a +1 blade. And while you are attuned to this blade, you have the lucky feat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, you can add just a plain +1 sword to your inventory and mark it attuned. I believe you have to attune to those ones because they're magical technically.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just add the feat. It should manually allow you to add an extra feat, and if not, you can paste it into your notes just so that you know you have that ability. Basically, I think it's like once per day you can re-roll a d20 roll. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you do get that, +1. Because the blade that's called the Lucky Blade also includes the Wish spell, which is insane.
That's crazy.
No. You are not high enough level for that shit.
We were just talking about how good that fucking sword is in our Discord chat too. That was insane.
So yeah, you got a sword to go with Dirk, and that means that you can use Dirk more effectively now.
Yeah.
So I will be updating the stat block for the Dirk of Misconception. He will be getting new abilities.
Cool. So excited.
Mm-hmm. And when you use him, I believe it even says it on here. Yes, his stats. Yes, you get, for his damage, it's 1d6 plus 7 for dual wielding. Which I actually think scales when you scale, so I'll adjust it. Because I think your regular bonus is +9 now, so it would be +10. So I have to update the pluses on that specifically for
Okay.
Dirk. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm saying all of that out loud so I don't forget it. I can watch the VOD back and remember what I promised you. Which is why I'm saying it out loud instead of writing it down and not being able to read my own handwriting later. Anyway. Story of my life, you guys. If there's anything else that anybody wants, I believe there was another special request from Sin. And then we can get to Dio's item.
I totally
wanna use
forgot because I was like super excited about my sword.
Mhm.
And Sin's like ready to walk out, and then he stops and he's like, and he runs back and he's like, "Do you have anything that would allow you to communicate over distances?"
I do. And she kind of like looks at you all for just a second, like while you're all kind of milling about, and she's like counting. Okay. Yeah, I got something for you.
Okay.
Do you know what a sending stone is?
Do I know what a sending stone is? If I do, I've definitely tried to steal one and failed.
Give me a Arcana check.
That's a 4. So
No, you don't know what a sending
No.
stone is. No.
he shakes his head.
Wow, this is even better. And she pulls from the jewelry case a long, thin box, and inside is are a variety of different little ear cuffs.
Ooh.
These, she taps the top of the box, come as a set, and they allow you to speak over great distances as long as you're on the same plane of existence, of course. So, like, you know, if one of you, maybe your little blue friend, decided to visit me in Elfane, you wouldn't be able to make calls between planes.
Okay.
You know, I'll give you something extra if you help me convince her to give me some blood.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna be possible.
Such a shame. Fair enough.
Mhm. Okay. So, what I've got left to trade is regular treant wood,
Okay.
the remaining claw of the dragon that we took down, the death dragon that we killed,
Oh.
and he sort of takes a look down at himself and sort of heaves like a very worn sigh. He's like, and I have this, and he pulls his short bow off of his body, and he's like, I've had this since this was gifted to me when I finally left the orphanage. I have notched every hunt that I've taken this successfully onto it. However, I rarely find myself now in battles that require me to use a bow. And
Tin, I have some stuff too if you want to use it for the trade. You don't have to keep giving lifelong items by yourself, especially if you're buying this for the group.
I thought we had didn't have anything.
I don't want to take your bow. That seems important.
Okay, And he puts it back on his body.
Is this ribbon worth anything? And I pull out the yellow ribbon that we found at the abandoned site where you specifically said, hey, this might be very important later.
Ribbon. Yes. She looks at it and she picks it up and she goes, oh. Turns it over. Sniffs it. It's very ghostly. It's interesting. You like dead things, don't you?
Yeah. A lot.
Well, to each their own, I suppose. And all that. I would need a little something more, but if all of you are going to be using it, shouldn't all of you pay? Only seems fair.
Could we also trade in some art?
Sure.
I go through my book of all the drawings and notes and stuff like that. I have from during our adventures and pre-adventure. And I think I'll go to the pre-adventure side. So it's like near the front of the book. And I will show her a page that has eulogies that I've written for people who passed in the Vale. They got little bits of art and stuff like that too. It's like kind of like a fun little mix here.
Right.
And I will just say, so part of my job was to do rites of passages and things like that for funerals, but I like to do a little bit of extra things. So these ones contain some, in my opinion, I look at them very fondly.
All right.
Also, it's pretty.
Yeah, she'll take. All right. I like the ribbon. I like this. She like looks to the art and the other items that I keep wanting to say soul when I should be saying sin, that sin offers up. You're the same
3-letter
person.
S names, literally, yeah, like that's
the same person.
That's literally their fault.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, those are fine. Yeah, I'll take these. And she'll like, she seems particular about the ribbon. Which she does immediately turn around and put in that very scary curio that she opened up. And had locked earlier. You hear more skittering. Some kind of weird sound. You're not sure. But she closes it right back up again. Ugh.
I want to know what's in it so
Very
bad.
clearly gets the heebie-jeebies. And she will pull Nikita aside, but we're just gonna gloss over that because Mari's not here. And she says, well, you know, you're safe in this area. If you want to use any of your items, test them out. Do it in the front yard, please. The sooner you use that, she points to the box Dayu that you have with the candle in it. Better sooner do the thing. Don't hold on to this.
Okay.
The magic doesn't last forever, you know. Wax doesn't really wax doesn't really hold very well. And that one's pretty new. It's only like 100 years old. It's pretty young.
Young.
Yeah. Why? How old are you?
Like less than half its age.
Oh, a baby. Pat, pat.
I accept. Oh, one more thing. This one's not really a trade or anything, but we had a friend who really wanted to come here, and then he died. But I said, I really wanted like a piece of them to be here anyways. It's just a picture. It's not haunted.
Okay.
It's just I was wondering if you'd be okay, I don't know, putting it up or something.
If you offer it to her, she'll take it and look at it and...
Yeah, it's just a picture of Wolf.
Aw. She kind of smiles when she looks at it and she goes, "Aw, yeah, I can put this one up. That's a good one."
Thank you.
You can tell she really liked that, and she actually does like find a little frame for it and put it up on the wall.
Aw.
She comes out from behind the counter and looks at you all, and she says, "Come with me for a second." Meanwhile, Conathor is like, "Interesting. All right. Well, we can do that."
Aurora's already on her way.
Yeah.
And like for the purposes of this, pulling Nikita along unless
Yes.
Marty says otherwise later.
Everybody comes out. GM says everybody comes out. And she leads you around back to like a little garden. And there is a little circle. It's basically like a garden that's kind of planted in a very specific way to look like a shape in flower shapes behind the house. And there's a little round-ish, it's not perfect, it's a little round area of just like tall grass in the center with like little wildflowers kind of spread out. It's a little wild, and then there's like little areas that are obviously tamed and like very specifically gardened. And she takes you to where the grass is like a little bit taller. And she pulls from, you know how like when you start wells, it's usually like a place where like water just kind of gathers, or it's fed from like underground or whatever. It's like that in this area, but not like tapped or anything. There's no well. It's just like a little bit of it's a hole in the ground with a little bit of water in it. She goes, "I want each of you to benefit from this. Because I like you. Very interesting. And I can tell that you're going to do great things, and what better than being the Fae who helped people do great things, am I right?"
See, I told you guys Fae were nice.
She pulls from her sleeve a ladle, scoops up some of the water, and offers it to Conathor first, actually. She goes, "Here, drink this. Each of you, take a sip. One sip, no more, no less. More and it won't work. Less and it really won't work. Too much and, well, you'll probably explode."
Is it magic water?
Just a sip?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, as long as Conathor doesn't say, "Don't fucking do it," Sin's gonna do it.
When she hands him the label, he goes, "Okay, but what's the cost here?" "Nothing. I just like you." "Nothing. You heard me. I'm not asking you for anything. I am freely giving this as a gift." You see, when reciprocity is a thing, I'm telling you it's a gift, that means you don't have to give me Anything. I'm giving you gifts. A gift.
You don't decline a gift, Canathor.
He looks, he kind of gives you a little side eye, like, shut up. And he goes, you know you're honor bound, right? And she goes, yeah. I said it was a gift. I said it out loud. I said it in front of the moon. She gestures up to the sky. I said it in front of the moon.
Yeah, she said it in front of the moon. Now I'm jumping on this because the moon was mentioned, and I am nothing if not into my special interest, being a god woman.
Canathor is just like, all right, fine. She has to tell the truth. And he takes a sip, passes it to Nikita. Nikita takes a sip, passes it to Aurora. Do you take a sip? Is there anybody who doesn't?
Does.
Is there anybody who doesn't?
Can I, like, try and get a vibe of her before I take a sip?
Yeah, you can insight her if you want.
Oof, that is a 17 insight.
She is genuine.
Okay. Rev will take a sip.
All right. Everybody takes a sip, including Canathor and Kazuhiko. Just happened to look at the episode 63 chat. I gotta stop looking at Discord while I'm GMing. Except I needed to look at Discord today. You each take a sip, and you feel invigorated. You feel more powerful. You feel like you've gained a level. Ah! So you are now level 10. Congratulations.
Faye bathwater, everybody. Boil this shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
It kind of tastes nice. Mm.
I'd tell you what it's called, but that would make this place a little too famous.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. Thank you so much.
You are so fun. And I hope you
Right?
come to understand that I am just as much fun.
Oh, darling, mortals aren't fun. Nice try,
Hopefully how
though.
long that lasts.
But didn't she say she was like give you dragon vibes? So technically, it's not entirely mortal.
Well, she said she wasn't a dragon, and if she was a dragon, she would have to tell me. It's the law. Points up at the moon. The moon says so.
Oh shit!
Is she
And I'm on the
always
moon
watching
side.
if we lie?
What?
Is she always watching if we lie, the moon? Or is it
I
just here
mean-
in your shop?
Well, if we're talking about lying, that's another thing entirely. But I don't dally with mortal gods. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Besides, I heard he got dethroned anyway, so there's a little tea for you. Immortal tea, the best kind of tea.
Who got dethroned?
Oh, you know.
Why? You're so fun. Why did you get dethroned?
Who's fun? Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't dethroned.
I thought you just said.
The throne. I'm just a shopkeep.
Someone else was dethroned.
The one who lies.
Oh.
The god who lies?
Was he a god, really? Are you really a god if you can get dethroned?
That is... I'll leave that up to the... And she points at Dayu and Revelation vaguely.
She kind of like tilts her head. I don't know. I don't think gods can be dethroned. Maybe it was a different word. I don't know. You know who would know? Lord Toron would know.
Oh, my buddy.
You know Toron?
Yeah, yes, we met because of Bougie over here.
Wait. Save that story for next time. You can use it as a bargaining chip. Stories are good.
Awesome.
You'll learn the rules eventually.
Well, thank you for that tip. That's very kind of you.
It's always better if you struggle a little first. Words to live by, I promise. Now, if you'd like to use the yard to do your ritual, feel free. It's warded, so no damage should get done.
Okay.
Although if you don't do the
Thanks,
recipe
Priscilla.
right, nothing can save you, really.
Mhm.
Oh well, say hi to the ink wraith for me. She, like, goes back into the shop.
The what?
The ink wraith.
Do you guys want to see it, or do you want to wait in the shop where it's probably safer?
Oh, I want to see. What is it? What are you doing? Laura's watching from a safe distance. I assume at the behest of others and not her own.
Well, I bought this ritual thingy that Kazu has to help me do, but it's the thing that helps with I'm trying to look for proper words. It's not
Fertility?
coming to me.
It's not fertility.
Fertility? No.
Really?
What? No.
Just checking.
What? Sorry, I had to fix how I was sitting. What? 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 What the fuck?
I wasn't prepared.
I wasn't either.
I'm in character messing with Aki out of love.
It was good. No, it's like
Fertility.
doing stuff with somberloos. I can't word it properly right now. Fertility.
You don't have to word it. She's watching.
Not
It's all
fertility.
good. Just
That's
Kazu
crazy.
has to help, and then I couldn't resist.
So you had some fairy bath water, and now you're going to, that is not
Do some
fairy-
goth
that is-
rituals.
That is not some fairy bath water. It is water.
It's level up water.
It's level up water. Yep. It's like
There's
it's
like a plaque that says +1 or something.
Yeah, in the yes, exactly. In the future, it will get bottled and put in like the Pocari Sweat branding. Anyway, I'm done.
Fucking gamer
Excuse-
subs.
Fucking gamer subs. Pocari Sweat, please sponsor us. It's the D&D drink. I just know it. All right, I have to stop. So yes, you want to do your ritual here, or do you want to hold on to it? I'm not gonna push you either way, but
Might as well do it here because
this
it
is
is
like
technically
the save
safer.
point area.
Yeah.
If you know.
Yeah,
what I
like
mean.
I don't want to. If I'm being super real, I don't want to do it like, for example, in the hut. I'm like, oh, that defeats the purpose of the hut.
Yeah.
If I do it in the hut and fuck up, you know.
Mhm.
I rather do it here, where the lady said that I could do it here. So if it's destruction of property, that's not my fault because you said I could do it.
Yeah. Yes, you can do it. So yeah, you can set up your ritual. The instructions in the box, essentially. Essentially, it details out that the person who can do the ritual has to essentially lay the recipient down onto like a slab of some kind, or a bed, or the floor, or whatever, like a flat surface, and put the coins on your eyes. They light the candle, and the candle has to burn down all the way, and burning it down all the way is what summons the wraith, and the wraith will give you the mark. Is the instructions that it says. So it basically very, very specifically says you need to appear dead. So laying down and having the coins on the eyes is what you need to trick this spirit.
I'm very good at doing that.
Mm-hmm. It's a little late for Dia de los Muertos, but you see where I'm going with this.
It's okay. It's okay. We just do. It's close enough. This is like the closest session Wednesday. To it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, Kazu will help you prep. It also indicates that you can have no items on you other than like clothing while you're doing the ritual. Yep. So like you put all your gear off to the side, armor, all of it, if you're even wearing armor, and you get he essentially will lay you down basically in the grass in the middle of this field area where there's gardens and stuff. And this is far too cheery for this mysterious thing that's happening. Give me just a second.
Don't like a little, you want to buy the mysterious thing from the Pokemart?
No.
It's like when they go and they'll be like, here's battle items, here's Void Ball. Void Ball is not the actual item. I just can't think of the freaking item that just depletes your life every time you use an attack.
Is this going to work?
I'm also just gonna give my stuff to the party and be like, please, just so that way some like I don't know fucking squirrel doesn't come and steal it.
Yeah, Aurora will hold your stuff.
We'll just do this because my camera's being dumb. Hold on. Give me just a sec. Sorry, I'm still here.
All good, all good.
Okay. It's having a issue. Okay. So, he begins the ritual. Like I said, you put your gear off to the side. He has you lay in like a flat area of like the open ground where it's not specifically in the garden, and sets up essentially. He gets like a stool from inside so we can set the candle on it. He does all the things he's supposed to. There's incense lit and things like that. All the things that you would expect of like a death ritual. Or a way of honoring the body after the soul has passed. And he will then put the coins on your eyes, light the incense, light the candle. And if anybody is watching from a distance, good idea. The backyard begins to, like, this inky black smoke starts rolling in over the ground like mist. But you cannot see shapes through it. And it fills the space and kind of swirls around where Dayu and Kazuhiko are. Dayu, you are so keenly aware of the presence of spirits now. You can smell them, you can feel them, you can hear them whispering in the background. Though you have not seen them very much, weirdly enough, in certain areas, but you've seen them in others. Not sure what causes that. You expect not a lot of people travel through here that shouldn't be, so there's not a lot of random spirits in this area, like unlike other places, but as this mist begins to roll over and fill the space, this inky black vaporous smoke, the candle, until the rest of you can no longer see, the candle burns down quickly, and as the wick burns, melting away the wax, all of the very small, intricate carvings on the candle turn red like blood. And as it melts, it looks like blood is seeping from the wax. All the way down, much faster than a normal candle. But still, somewhat slowly, melting. This reddish liquid permeates every single glyph, painstakingly carved into this white wax. And as the wax begins to pool on top of the wooden stool that it's balanced on, the ink, the wax begins dripping into the grass. You can smell this coppery smell of blood and the smell of wax fill your senses. And through the smoke, as you and Kazuhiko wait, a crooked, disfigured, eerie figure begins to emerge, formed from the smoke, as it hangs over you like a scythe, its body straight and then curved over your body. And you can see as this thing bends and twists itself to touch one leg and then the other with a pointed tip of a claw, your midsection, each arm, your chest, your forehead, the sides of your neck, the backs of your shoulder blades, and the smoke envelops you. Until it slowly sinks back down, as all smoke does, either blown away by wind or sinking because it's heavier than air, down through the blades of grass, down through the flowers and the rows of the garden, down through the trees and away, until you can no longer perceive it. And you, my friend, are about half covered in ink, and I'll let you decide what those designs look like. If you need to think about it, that is also fine. But you now have the legendary rarity tattoo for a ghost step tattoo. So all of the same abilities, but it covers more of your body.
Yeah, 2 limbs and the torso.
Yep. Or it can be as much of your body as you want.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But that is the minimum.
It's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Yep.
I might have to think on that a little bit, like what the
fine.
things look like.
I'll say everybody can see right away that Dayu has tattoos now, more tattoos than what you've seen previously. I will tell you, Aki, right now doesn't feel super good. Kind of hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is extremely temporary and isn't going to matter because you're going to rest anyway, but it does give you a level of exhaustion to receive this. Takes a lot out of you. You, as close as you were to this thing, you never saw its face because you couldn't open your eyes. Like, you could probably see, like, around, like, the sides of the coin a little bit, like, parts of its shape, but you don't get to see, like, really what it looked like. It was very, very cold. Like, the coldest thing you've ever touched. The coldest thing you could imagine. That's what it felt like. Yeah.
When I feel like I can get up and, you know, I won't be, I don't know, attacked by a wraith or something.
Yeah,
I
Kazu
just
will
go,
signal to you when it's safe.
I'll just go, all my spit tastes like copper. That's gross.
Yeah, that
It's
is...
still copper. Ooh.
Yeah. And the two of you realize as you start talking about it, and he, like, goes to check on you, there are, Death Sentinels standing amidst the trees, watching. Nobody else can see them, just the two of you.
Do I see the one that is always really pissy at me?
It's hard to tell. It is nighttime, and they do all wear, like, hooded, like, cloaks. So you don't know.
You think I just gave them another reason to be pissed off?
Well, they don't really get a say in the matter, do they? Right?
Not with the big guy. Oh, but you're technically the next big guy, so maybe they'll just stop bothering me.
Somehow I feel like it's not that simple, but I'm still learning, so...
I didn't think so either.
Still trying to figure out if this is temporary or not.
You don't remember anything
Not really.
from... Yeah.
I wish I did.
Have you tried talking to him?
He just kind of makes a face, and he's like, listen, I know the gods exist, but religion was not really my thing.
You don't have to be religious to talk to death.
I suppose not. How do you even do what you do? Just talk to them like it's nothing.
I just kind of... I reach out. I drop my guard entirely. And I yap for a bit. With a Lunasaran, it's very comforting. And it kind of helps to do it like at night, or when the moon and stars are out. And it feels like, you know, even if I don't see her, she's still there. But with Nithos, it's almost too easy. 'Cause... Do you only feel death, or can you feel life too?
What do you mean?
If you focus on one, sometimes you can feel the other. It's why healing is so easy for me. They're two sides of the same coin, you know, they're not parallel. They hold hands.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, healing seems to be easier for me when somebody is dying, which seems counterintuitive, but that seems to be how it works, so.
The morbid thing is that everything is always dying around you constantly, including yourself.
That's true.
Like, pick a flower.
Yeah,
Focus on
I
that.
guess I could try.
And don't focus on the bad parts of it. That helps a lot. It's really cold. And you get used to it because it just stops feeling cold after a while. You just feel numb, but like positive.
All right.
Like you're floating in water.
Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll give it a try when we get a moment.
Night helps.
Good to know.
That helps me personally.
He kind of looks. He turns his head in the direction of where the sentinels are. And some of them kind of like stiffen up, like, oh shit, we've been spotted. Like they're still getting used to the notion that anyone can see them. And Kazuhiko just kind of like waves them off, like, don't you have anything better to do? And
I'm
one
glad
by
they
one,
listened to somebody.
one by one, they like snuff out like candles. Gone.
They were fucking awful when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm not a fan so far, now that I know they exist. You know, beyond legend.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks towards wherever folks are either standing or waiting inside of the shop. He'll say, all clear, everybody. He'll help dye you up and give her stuff.
I think I feel
glad
that,
to
you know,
see you
that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, I think I feel, you know, that tingly feeling, but like it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
When you sit like in one position for too long, maybe
needles?
like because you're like, yeah, pins and needles. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just feel like that for a while.
Yeah, I would say that's a very accurate description of what you feel like. Yep.
And Aurora's just like, I'm glad you guys are still here. The smoke thing was a little bit scary because I thought like maybe something would happen, but you seem okay. You look different. What did you change? And I'll say Aurora squints at the new designs that will be later described.
I think it's all coming together. I think. I always wanted blackout tattoos, so I guess I have them now.
Is
All right.
there... Oop, I was gonna say, is there anything else y'all would like to do at the fair shop? No?
Good.
All good? Okay. We will say that from here, you all say your goodbyes to Priscilla and go off to find a place to camp for the night. And we will pick up when the journey resumes next week. So, yay. This was
Oh yeah.
shorter one.
Me.
This was a shorter one today, everybody, because I would like for everybody to be present for the next leg of the journey. So you get a fun shopping episode, a little shopping episode. And will we ever find out why Priscilla wanted Aurora's blood so bad? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But we will see you all same bat time, same bat channel next week, barring any more crazy life stuff happening, please no. Otherwise, you can catch me tomorrow night at 7:30 Mountain Time. That's 9:30 Eastern Time for the next episode of Dying Storms, the Cosmere RPG campaign. We started over on Magi RPG. Saturday, the fourth and final episode of Call to Power over on Stella Luna's channel, and the return of Sanguine Dominion over on Another World Tabletop, which both Charmy and I are in as players. We're going to be doing some hot vampire person shit. You don't want to miss those things, and we'll be back obviously on this channel with Mistlost and more random Bloodlines 2 streams because I'm addicted to this game and I can't stop playing it, and we're getting really close to the end. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Thank you to all of my wonderful players as always. Love you guys, you're the best, and we will see you next time. Bye everybody.